Welcome back to the third segment of the GrowHo Panel Discussion 2023, where we discuss and explore some fascinating insights and trending ideas. My name is Mei Wan, and we are here today in the brand new Lixil Experience Center with our panelists to discuss the topic Infinite Possibilities and Absolute Customization. Right now, we have our three panelists to share with us their design philosophies when it comes to customizations. And right in front of me, we have Nikki Hunt, founder of Design Intervention in Singapore. Now, Nikki's work has been published extensively both across the region and internationally, and has consistently been recognized amongst the industry's best. She has been described as a doyen of the interior design by Singapore's leading interior magazine. Now, moving along, I would now like to invite Ekta Parekh, founder of Red, based in India. Now, Ekta's experience over the years has traversed varied environments of small-scale designs to large-scale corporate offices, bringing to the practice a blend of team spirit enriched with a curiosity to question the norm and empathy to give wings to one's dreams. And of course, we'd like to welcome back Antoine with us here to the panel discussion as well. Antoine has a holistic approach to design and experience in various industries and markets. Throughout his multidisciplinary and international career, he has gained a strong expertise in transforming consumer insights and company strategies into brand building, iconic, disruptive, and commercially successful products and experiences. So, without further ado, let's dive right into the topic. The advancement and evolution of technology in current times has revolutionized the way we conceive, create, and interact with bespoke living solutions, with the endless possibilities of creating a space that is unique and custom-made. Now, Nikki, how can we push the boundaries and adoption of customization in product design tailored for our living spaces?
I've been an interior designer for over 20 years, and what's going on right now with the new technology, I've never seen anything so exciting. I think what we're seeing is a revolution, and I don't use that word lightly. We're seeing a revolution in what design can achieve. Scientists are able to map the human brain and show us how our bodies, how our hormones respond to real changes in our design choices. Wearable tech, they can show us in real time how when we change the design around us, how we respond through our hormones that affect our metabolic functions, how they affect our mood, our behavior, so we can really see that design is as fundamental to our well-being as good food and exercise. It's an incredible transformation that is really changing what designers we can achieve.
That's incredible. Ekta, what do you think about this?
I couldn't agree more in terms of how tech is really helping us change lives and build possibilities. I actually have a couple of examples, and if I could play those, it really talks about two spaces. It's a dining space that we have. It's about building end products, which is out of customized design, which speaks about the client and the end use. So this is a dining table from the project House of Stories, where everything in that house was built around stories. It was a small family out of a village in India who had a beautiful home now, and they responded to artisans and worked with them to kind of build things all through their home. So these are actually ceramic legs, which are raku fired and have a certain segment which is in terracotta in the middle, which is where the artisan's hand impression has been left behind. So while there's a beautiful story of how these are handmade and different and customized for this home, the beauty is that there's a little bit of a signature of the artisan along with it. So I think more and more people are looking for these customized, very bespoke items that designers build for them out of nowhere.
That is so interesting. And Antoine, how does this apply to the future of customization in a bespoke bathroom?
Well, when it comes to the products in the bathroom, to achieve what we're talking about here, right, about a bespoke feel, customization, actually it requires a designer to think upfront, and so to design really like products and fixtures that allows that level of customization. So it's a little bit of system thinking in a way. It's not about just purely designing a product just for the sake of the product, but it's already designing products to enable those customization. So color, finishes, different elements of the design that can be selected to create those different variations that truly address the needs and the aspirations of people.
It's fantastic. Nikki, I'm sure you've designed countless of luxurious bathrooms. Now, what do you think about that?
I think it's incredible that we're on this cusp of a new era where science and art, the art of design, are coming together to create something that we can really change for our clients, really to make it totally bespoke. I mean, it sounds almost sci-fi, but we're on that cusp of where you can walk into a bathroom and I can see it almost, we're almost there. The future is almost attainable, where we can walk in and the ambience can change exactly what we need right there and then. You know, you can imagine a mirror that will say, hey, you need a hydration boost, or a shower that will know, you know, oh, let's lull them to sleep softly, or let's invigorate them. This sounds very scientific, but I think this is something we're going to see within a couple of years. We're already seeing the tech leading us there.
What about you, Ekta? Are you seeing this trend changing in India as well?
For sure. I think bathrooms are no longer spaces where you kind of, tuck away, but they're actually, almost places of pause or pride. You take somebody to the bathroom to show it off. I again have a few examples of these fun bathrooms that we have. There's a video that plays on the side, but this is actually a single limestone cantilevered basin, which is custom made. You don't see the drain at all. In the video, you'll see how exactly it's been made.
Like a Kim Kardashian sink, isn't it?
A lot of us have told us that, but hers actually has a counter at the bottom. This actually has MS supports, which goes back into the wall. There's a fluted limestone treatment in the edge where there are slots made so the water just drains off. The top surface has been carved in, so there's a gentle slope, and all your basins are, taps are foam flow now. So it actually really works smoothly. Here's another one where we've actually done slots. So each single fin is a marble fin, which is out of single limestone. It's built on a framework, which is again hidden. And then again, you don't see the bottle trap, you don't see where the water is going out to. It's just beautiful. At the same time, you can put a towel tray, you can put your bath accessories on top of it. So it can be adorned anyway. And then this is actually a fun stack of bathrooms. Wow. We did 5 powder bathrooms for a home, which were over 5 floors. And the design is exactly the same. We've just changed the material of it. So it's like a fun story. So it goes from mild steel to epoxy to copper to brass to all the way wood. So every experience is kind of similar but different because the materiality is different. So.
Wonderful. And Antoine, do you have any more to add to that?
Yeah, I think one thing that Nikki touched on is pushing, let's say, beyond this idea of customization and personalization. I think Nikki touched on that. You could see products and spaces starting to evolve throughout moments of the day based on the physiological needs or the time of the day, the temperature outside. So you could see spaces and products reacting and giving us actually very different kind of experiences beyond what we actually we can even set by ourselves.
I think we can see rooms evolve as we need them, like in that particular moment in time. So in the morning, the lighting would be bright and invigorating. In the evening, it could be soft and maybe a bit romantic. And the scents as well will change how we need them. And I think when we're seeing all this new technology that's AI enhancing, we'll be able to tell what we need right there and then in that moment. And that's just incredibly exciting.
Evolutive, reactive spaces.
Yeah. That is fabulous. Now, there's a very well said and a perfect closure to the end of this panel discussion. Now, we find ourselves at the threshold of an extraordinary time, like you said, marked by boundless opportunities for personalization. Now, this exciting evolution has been made possible by groundbreaking advancements in 3D printing technology and has liberated us from the constraints of mass production and also reduced material usage and encouraged co-creation with users. Now, beyond tangible products, we are reimagining experiences within our living spaces limited only by the boundaries of our own imagination. Now, with this food for thought, we hope this discussion has sparked your creativity to venture and experiment these infinite possibilities of absolute customization. Do share with us your thoughts on socials at Groher. Now, if you haven't seen our previous discussions, do hop on over to be inspired by our panelists. See you at the next one.